Hi everybody. Today we're going to be talking about how to graph and solve linear inequalities. Now, solving linear inequalities is very similar to normal linear equations. However, instead of our usual equal to sign in linear equations, we have a greater than or less than sign. So, to understand the basics, let's start with an introductory example. So here we have to graph the linear inequality y is less than or equal to 4x plus 1. So let's get our coordinates. So here, we don't actually need to use the less than sign to graph the line. We first replace the less than or equal to sign in our case with an equal to so that we can graph the line. So let's get our coordinates. We have, for the x value of 0, what y value will we get? Y equals 4 times 0, the x value, plus 1. Anything times 0 is 0, so we have 0 plus 1, which equals 1. So for the x value of 0, we have the y value of 1. So now let's get the x value of 1, and let's see what the y value is. So we have y equals 4 times 1, the x value, plus 1. It's going to be 4 plus 1, which is 5. So our coordinates are 0, 1 and 1, 5. So let's plot our points. But before we graph our line, let's read a little fact. So if the linear equation has a less than or greater than equal to sign in it, then the graph line will be border normal. However, if the sign only has a less than or greater than sign with no equal to, then the line will be dashed. In our case, since we have an equal to, the line is normal. So now let's get to plotting our line. So we have the coordinates 0, 1. 1, 5 is up here. And now let's graph the line. So let's see here. So now that we have finished our introductory example, now let's get on to real inequalities. So all of this was just normal linear equation graphing. Now comes the difference for the linear inequalities. You see, for linear inequality, there has to be a solution, right? In a graphed way, the solution is going to be an area either on the left or right side of the line. And to figure that out, we need a test point on either side. So let's start with the test point 0, 0. Let's get that in here. And so this time, we replace our equal to with the original less than or equal to sign and substitute the y and x values. So let's start. We have 0, the y value, is less than or equal to 4 times 0 plus 1. So we have 0 is less than or equal to 1. So this statement is true. So, how do we figure out the solution from the statement? So first of all, let's see which side of the line 0, 0 is on. So the line is here, 0, 0 is here. So that means 0, 0 is on the right side of the line. So that means the solution area is the area, this area highlighted in yellow. This is our solution. So now, let's get on to some real examples. Starting. Okay, so this is our first actual example. So we're given the task of finding out which of the sets of ordered pairs is the solution to the given system of inequalities. We're presented with the system 4x minus y is less than or equal to 10, equation 1, and negative 2x plus 2y is less than or equal to negative 8, which is equation 2. And we're also given two ordered pairs, 5 comma negative 2 and negative 1 comma 3. So let's first start with 5 comma negative 2. So to find the solution, we plug it into equation number 1. Let's write this out real quick. Equation number 1 is 4x minus y is less than or equal to 10. All right. So we plug in the x and y values. So we have 4 times 5 minus negative 2 is less than or equal to 10. Now let's solve this. 5 times 4 is 20, and minus and minus make plus. So we have 20 plus 2 is less than or equal to 10. 20 plus 2 is 22, so we have the statement 22 is less than or equal to 10, which is false. So then, this means that the coordinates five comma negative 2 is not the solution. So now, let's get on to the second ordered pair, negative 1 comma 3. And as usual, we start with equation number 1, which is going to be we have 4x minus y is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so let's plug this in, shall we? So, 4 times negative 1 minus 3 is less than or equal to 10. And what else? So, positive minus make negative. So we have negative 4 minus 3 is less than or equal to 10. Which leaves us with negative 7 is less than or equal to 10. A true statement. So half of our proof is done. But in order for 1 comma 3 to be the solution, it also has to apply to the second equation. So let's do that right now. So the second equation is negative 2x plus 2y is greater than negative 8. And we once again have the coordinates negative 1 comma 3. So let's start now. We plug them in. Negative 2 times negative 1 plus 2 times 3 is greater than negative 8. Minus and minus make plus. Positive 2 plus 3 times 2 is 6 is greater than negative 8. So we're left with 8 is greater than negative 8, which is once again true. So therefore, we now know that the pair negative 1 comma 3 is the solution to the system of linear inequalities. And now let's get on to examples 3 and 4, our last two. So now we have to find the solutions to linear systems by graphing them. This is going to be interesting. So let's start. So we're given the system y is less than or equal to 3x plus 2 and y is greater than x minus 1. And we're also given two charts to find out the coordinates. So let's start with the first equation. So let's see, we have the x value of 0, we have 3 times 0 plus 2, which is going to be 2. That's our first pair done. And then we have 3 times 1 plus 2, which is 3 plus 2, which is 5. Another pair done. And finally, we have 3 times 2 plus 2, which is 6 plus 2, which is 8. And that's our third pair done. So let's plot our line. But now remember, we still need to take care of these signs. Does it have an equal to? Yes. That means we graph it bold. So let's see. We have 0, 2. Yes, this is our first point. 1, 5 is up here. And 0, 8 is all the way up here. So now that we have our line, let's graph. Alright, we have our first line. So now, let us go on to the second line. So, this one is fairly easy. Since it's simply our x value minus 1, we can get the coordinates in a matter of seconds. So let's start. 0 minus 1 is negative 1, so that's our first set done. 1 minus 1 is 0, 2 minus 1 is 1, and 3 minus 1 is 2. And there we have it. But since this does not have an equal to sign, we draw this as a dashed line. So now let's plot our points. 0, negative 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2. Once again, we have another line. But this time, we draw it dashed, since the line does not contain an equal to. Now, time for the inequality itself. Once again, we take a test point. This time, let's choose negative 2, 3. Let's see what we get from this. So, we first start out with our first line, which is going to be y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 2. Let's plug it in. We have 3 is less than or equal to 3 times negative 2 plus 2. This 3 is less than or equal to negative 6 plus 2, which equals up to negative 4. So this statement is false. So the solution is on the other side of the line than negative 2, 3 is. So let's see, negative 2, 3 is here. So that means for this line, the solution is going to be on this side for the line. But since we have two lines this time, then the solution is only going to be where both areas of both solutions of the lines intersect. So we still need to figure out the solution for the second line, which we'll start at right now. We're still using -2, 3, but this time the different equation. We have -2, 3, and y is greater than x minus 1. So, let's get at this. We plug in the numbers. 3 is greater than -2 minus 1, which means 3 is greater than -3. So this is true. And let's see. Which side of our dashed line holds the point -2, 3? It's the right side. So, now we know that for this line, it's this side, and for the other line, it's this side. So now where do these two sides coincide? This is the area, right here highlighted in red. So this right here is the solution to our set of inequalities. Now, let's move on to our last question for today, a fairly easy one. Let's start it up right here. So we have the system x is greater than or equal to 3 and y is less than or equal to 2. So in our previous video about linear equations graphing, we learned that if there's simply a variable equal to a number, then that means it's either going to be a horizontal or vertical line depending on the variable. If it's x, it's vertical. If it's y, it's horizontal. So let's graph our line. There we go. And so now all that's left to do is find out which side coincides. So let's plug in the value 0, 0, our default. This is also, once again, easy as we only have one variable. So we have 0 is greater than or equal to 3. Is that true? No. So then that means that for x equals 3, it's going to be on this side. Now let's go for the next line. We have 0 is less than or equal to 2. This is true. So then that means for y is going to be this side. Now, where these two coincide, we can see that this area right here is where both of these lines coincide. So this will be the solution to x is greater than or equal to 3 and y is less than or equal to 2. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.